Michigan Out of Doors Magazine's OD is brought to you by Williams Gun Sight, located in Davison. Williams Gun Sight has Mid-Michigan's largest selection of used guns with over 2,000 in stock every day. Check out the website to view inventory and prices.
We're very excited this year, Gabe. It's a 125-year anniversary of Michigan conservation officers in the state of Michigan. Back in 1887, Michigan had the first salaried game warden, William Alden Smith. And this year we're celebrating, in fact, it was just a couple weeks ago that he actually started on the books in Michigan. So we have a long, proud history of our officers, supporting our constituent groups and sports persons of the state of Michigan and protecting our resources. That's what it's all about for us. It's a lifestyle for our officers. We really appreciate the support that we've gotten from our sporting communities and our recreational communities, and we plan to continue that on for the next 125 years. But this year marks, it's a milestone for us, 125 years of supporting our citizens and protecting the great resources of this state. Some of the guidelines are that for the mentor, you have to be 21 years of age, they must have previous hunting experience, hunter safety, and they have to possess a valid license to be able to take a mentor out. Now, it doesn't have to be for the season that they're going out, let's say a small game season. However, we do suggest that you do have a license for the season that you're going to take your mentee out, so just in case, that mentor may want to be able to take the hunting apparatus and maybe harvest a squirrel or something like that, or they're actually possessing the firearm and they're walking around the woods with their mentee because maybe the mentee's tired, so they're carrying the firearm, so that an officer does come up to them. There's no question about who's got the license or who doesn't. A mentor can have unlimited mentees when they go out afield. However, they are limited to 2 hunting devices or apparatuses. Now, what we suggest though is that, the mentor decide, how many can they really safely handle and also provide that quality experience. The whole idea behind our mentor program was to get younger folks out in the woods earlier and to be able to be mentored into our hunting community. So we really want to make sure that the mentor decides how many are appropriate for him, and it could be also for the season that they're hunting or the type of game that they're hunting. All those factors are up to the mentor to be able to decide. The Mentor Youth Hunting Program has a stipulation in there that the hunting apparatus, whatever it may be, a bow, a firearm, a crossbow, has to properly and physically fit the capabilities of the mentee when they're afield. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that if you're sitting in the blind and an officer comes up and you've got like my 6-year-old grandson, he's a little guy, and if I'm in there with a 30-06 that he can't even get, the butt plate up into his shoulder, no, that's not going to work. It's designed for the mentees to get out and have an enjoyable experience. So you're going to have to fit the proper equipment to them. Now, that may mean having to shorten a stock on a firearm or a shotgun. That may mean maybe that 20-gauge shotgun is too heavy for that mentee to be able to handle safely and properly. That's the big key here. We want them to be an enjoyable experience for our mentees so that they want to continue into the sport as they get older. So they're gonna need to have equipment that's going to fit them. So when an officer comes up, we're going to ask that mentee to demonstrate to us their capabilities of being able to properly either mount that shotgun or rifle or handle that bow or that crossbow. So it has to properly fit them, and they have to be able to demonstrate to an officer the safety characteristics of that apparatus that they're using. This is the first year of our mentor program. We're going to have some things that we're going to need to work through. We know that. Not only on the part of our mentors, maybe getting the proper equipment for our mentees, but then also how our officers are going to enforce the regulations and the rules of the program. Now, that being said, the bottom line is, we need to work together because this is all about the youth. This is for our younger youth to get out earlier, to be able to experience what we as adults are so that they will carry that on through their adult life. So the mentors, we want you to make sure that you've got the proper hunting devices for your youth that you're taking out and have an experience that they're going to want to continue. Because bottom line, it's about safety and it's about experiences for our youngsters to get out there at a younger age and experience our great outdoors.